member from Haliburton, Kawartha Lakes Brock.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Premier. On September the 19th, my Liberal colleague from Peterborough, the Minister of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs, was quoted in the Peterborough Examiner as saying that while he works hard trying to promote the interests of agriculture, getting others in the Ontario Liberal government to listen is a challenge. Wow. So, Mr. Speaker, my question is, why is the Premier not supporting her own Minister of Agriculture?
There you go. You were the
I'm listening.
Mr. Speaker.
Okay, you've had your fun. Minister.
Speaker, I want to thank the member from Kawartha Lakes, Haliburton Brock, for the question. It's a little like getting a fastball right down the middle of the plate. So I want to tell the honourable member what we're doing. This government has provided unprecedented support for the agriculture community of the province of Ontario, a sector, Mr. Speaker, that generates $36.6 billion to Ontario's GDP each and every year. Mr. Speaker, you don't achieve those kind of results without getting the support from the Premier, every member from this cabinet, and every member from this caucus to make sure that that happens each and every day. Mr. Speaker, at 5:30 a.m. this morning, 790,000 Ontarians got up to get their jobs in this important sector, something we support every day.
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Supplementary.
Well, Mr. Speaker, thank the minister for the curveball, but really, the comment in the Peterborough Examiner simply confirms the disregard that this government has for our farmers and for rural Ontario. Yep. Hard-working rural Ontarians and workers in our agriculture sector are facing difficult conditions, including the crippling costs of hydro, the overburden of unnecessary regulations, and outright government intrusions into the way they do their business. But their pleas for relief and support from this government are going unanswered. So, Mr. Speaker, will the Premier or the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Affairs name the members of caucus who do not support?
Who are they?
Order, please. Start the clock. Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the member for the supplementary. Not only do I hit fastballs, curveballs, and cutters, I can hit them all at any time when they throw them at me. But let me put this in context, Mr. Speaker. A number of years ago, you want to talk about support for farmers? Yes. A number of years ago, my predecessor, Carol Mitchell, brought forward a plan to provide $100 million for a risk management program for farmers in the province of Ontario. That party never supported it. So when you talk about support of farmers, we have a track record. We're supporting agriculture each and every day, and we'll continue to support agriculture, Mr. Speaker.